Welcome back, guys, to the main groups of the World Cup 2020. You guys were last here when we got through in the first group stages of the World Cup T20. But if you weren't here, pretty much convincing wins over Zimbabwe and Bermuda got us through. And here is our pool: England, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Ireland, Bangladesh, and New Zealand. Can target Ireland and Sri Lanka, I think, for wins possibly in this group, and even Pakistan to an extent. We are capable. And without further ado, let's get into this first match of the main draw. So we've picked our team for this game. Mohamed Naeem opening up with Tamim Iqbal. Lilton Dusk has moved up to 3. Abul Mahbub is back. Shakib Al Hassan, Mozadiq Hussain, Nazir Hussain, Mohamed Zafun, Rahman Zaman, and Mozo make up our lineup here today. So this will be a good test. Ireland do have some really useful cricketers. We've been put into bats. Let's see if we can do reasonably well in this campaign. We're just going to tone down it a wee bit for the first 2 to 3 overs. Just going to try and get some men in. Kennedy and Adair are a good opening combination for the Irish. They beat Afghanistan. Ireland, they will not be pushovers. They'll be really, really hard to beat. Naeem's gone. He's out for 2. It's an early strike. Some experience at the wicket now. That's the main thing. So Iqbal has got going here at boundary. So right, we'll just slowly work our way into this innings. Iqbal could be out here. Just going nicely to that fielder. That's a false shot. Iqbal is gone. Brings Abul Mahbub to the crease. Batting at an unusual position at 4, but he hasn't played for a while. Hence why we just wanted him to not be in too early against the new ball pair. But he is in now anyway. See what he offers. Need a decent score. If we are going to compete at this World Cup, we need to start this really well. Knocking these guys over. Bowling was a bit off colour last game. That's a pretty dicey single. But we have got through for that run there. More importantly, Lilton Dusk. It's over the fielder for 4 and 50's up. And 7 overs is a reasonable start here for Ireland, apart from the wickets. Love to get a few maximums. And Mahbub is gone. He needs to bat a little bit longer there. It brings the veteran Shakib Al Hassan to the wicket. He's had a couple useful scores in the qualifiers, so I'm just hoping his experience can get us a few runs. It's a big 6 from Lilton Dusk. Big maximum. Ireland will be happy with this at the moment. 3 very, very important wickets departed. Just well-controlled sweep. It's a big over. McBride getting taken to a bit, which is good to see. 80 for 3 after 10 overs. So if we get another 80 here, 160, just gets us in the game. And our seam attack on its day can really cause some problems. It's good cricket from Das. Just well-controlled sweeps. He's played a lot of sweeps off the spin. He's playing them beautifully. And that's a 50. Well batted. Very important knock. Just got to get some sort of support from Shakib Al Hassan. Okay, it's outside the line. 50 off 28 deliveries. 5 fours, 3 sixes in that knock. They've got Delaney in at the moment. He's gone. He's got the key wicket of Darcy. He really needed the bat through there. Mozadiq Hussain to the crease. Got a lot of bowling. Probably 3 part-timers. Probably can get through 4 overs. Shakib is battling. Again, brings up the 100. Just got to pick up our run rate a little bit. Try and get at least 150. Al Hassan gone for 10 off 14. He really did struggle there. It's an interesting stage of this game. I'd still think Ireland be more happy of the two sides. Brilliant bowling from Delaney. That's just a useful option, opening the batting and just really decent leg breaks. Big maximum from Hussain. Don't know which one it is actually. He's hit back-to-back sixes anyway. Got Mozadi and Nasir Hussain. It's a big over here for Bangladesh. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. Hussain, I just really hope he delivers on these numbers. He is a very handy cricketer. It's not a good over for us there. We only got 2 off that last one. Put ourselves under a wee bit of pressure. Safudin, it's only averaging 10 and 20 over international cricket, and he's gone for 1. It's just fallen apart. Yet again, 140 for 7. Bangladesh going into that last over. Need a few boundaries. Can we get 1 boundary off the over? Just get near that 150. Saman now. It's been a good performance from Ireland. They'll be very happy restricting Bangladesh to 143 for 8. Lilton Das, 51 of 32. The only real man that got any sort of innings of substance. And this is going to be a challenge to try and contain these Irish cricketers. Saman's got the key wicket of Sterling. Brilliant catch. Paul Sterling can really take a game away from the opposition. Being pummeled a bit here, but Balbirnie's disappeared too. So the young fella Zaman gets the breakthrough. We'll have to probably take out Rahman out of the attack and bring Moser in. 59 for 2 after 6. Bring Mohammed Safudin in. We'll try and get some sort of defence going. I don't think we're going to take the Irish out. I think they're just a slightly better cricket side at the moment in this format. Drop the length back. 2 for 27 off his 4, which is pretty tidy. We'll bring in Hussain. Bring in some part-time. 4 wickets in his last game, so why not? We'll just... Hang on, I had to bring the field back out again. It's got the key wicket of Tektor. It's very crucial. It's fighting back here at Bangladesh. Team 1 over for 10. Okay, we're just going to try and get through the 4th bowling option just for the next couple overs. Might bring the seamers back now. Actually, we've got to get wickets. Like they only need 6.1 per over. It's fairly straightforward. Rahman. I think Ireland are going to take this first game at our next stage of the World Cup. Guess we can get some regular strikes. Thomas is gone. 108 for 4. For 24. Got to get through one more over of that 5th bowling option. It's Footen. 27 for 4 after 15. It's Ireland's game. Just didn't get quite enough on the scoreboard at the end of the day. They bowled pretty good discipline. Rahman back in. Got to try and take it as deep as possible because the net run rate, don't want it too badly affected. Got the wicket of Delaney. 39 of 44. He struggled a wee bit. 6, okay. And Ireland will win the first match of their campaign. We lose by 5 wickets. So just Not quite enough with the bat, and it was a reasonably okay effort with the ball, but didn't really want to lose to Ireland. So we've got Pakistan in this next game. Afghanistan knocked out the West Indies. Afghanistan are capable of getting to the semi-final in this one. What's their form looking like? The bowlers are in reasonably good touch in terms of form. It's that bowling option there may take a chance here. I'm going to bring in Meyer, the team, and really put it on Safuden to get some runs if he really needs it. Just going for that extra bowler would be crucial. So we're going to go there, and we're going to go Zaman. I think Huck's a little bit better there. So we've got 5 out and out batsmen that are going to struggle a wee bit. Babar Azam is the man that we need to get out early, or else he's going to cause some real problems. Bounce average. The pitch is really good. I'm just going to be a bit more on the defensive mindset. And yes, the key wicket of Babar Azam. He's caused some real problems for me over the times that we played Pakistan in series and whatnot, so it's good to see him depart. Got the wicket of Al Haq as well, so 13 for 2, Pakistan. And a spot of bother. So 34 for 2 after 6, so that's pretty good bowling. So we'll bring Ruby Ul Haq in. We're going to probably bowl an all-seam attack in this game. It's gone for 10. It's just their next change bowlers are sort of a wee bit suspect in terms of their length. Rahman gets the wicket of Shah. We needed that. Well, we got the run out. They're going to go for 2. That's just a bizarre choice. For 21. 60 for 3 after 10. Rizwan is gone as well. Pakistan are teetering at 61 for 4. It's another good delivery from Huck. So we got through that spell. Bowling. We'll bring in the part-time spin. Just for 1, maybe 2 overs if we get really lucky. 1 over for 18. Yep, we can't bowl them anymore. That's just changed the dynamic of the game. Exactly what we didn't want. Yeah, this has really changed the game completely. We'll have to bowl Zaman just to try and break this up. If we can get them under 170, be reasonably happy. Just gonna drop that length back. Just defensive orientated fields now. Just couldn't get a strike. Just couldn't break this partnership to that next slot quick enough. Meyer. Last over. And we got the wicket in the first over of Ali. Batted well. 64 54. Really good job. Khan is gone as well for 10 off 3. 171 for 6. Could have probably restricted them for a little bit less there. Just going to bat well. Can we do it? Just need something special from one of the batsmen. Got 1 less batsman in the team effectively today. Safuden I'd consider just a bowler at this level. I think Iqbal's just departed. Shah has got the wickets. Lilton Das at the crease. Gets the hook away for 4. Shah, 2 brilliant deliveries. Partnership just needs to form. Let's get into this. Oh, that's a bit of a foul shot from Mohammad Naeem. He's just not having a campaign to remember. We're 23 for 3 now. 23 for 4. It's all falling apart now. We've only got really 1 recognised pair left in terms of batting. Shakib is battling. I might rest Shakib for the rest of the World Cup. I think it's his last game in the colours. I just think he's really struggling to get any momentum to his innings. Like, he's 7 off 11 deliveries. It's just chewing up too many balls. rate a wee bit. So Hussein will probably go up the order. Hassan will probably be dropped unless Al Hassan can get going. He's out for 8 off 16 deliveries. And we're just further into the poop, pretty much. Like, for the majority of that first innings, too, like, the bowling was okay. It was just when I bought Mozadiq Hussein in, it sort of just changed the complex of the game. I probably should have just stuck with the seamers as long as I could before I had to bowl them. But we had to get through that 5th bowling option. Try to go for that 1 extra wicket. 64 for 2. 64 for 5 after 12 overs. It's good that he's getting a few runs, Hussein here. Just putting in good form for the next match. We've just got to target Sri Lanka. Try and get 1 win in this campaign will be a good probably result for us at the meantime. Yeah, just a bit light on the batting after this now. 70 for 7 is ending pretty quickly. And a hat-trick for Faruqi. Still going. He's just cleaning up the Bangladesh batsmen. We're going to be skittled here for next to nothing. So you're not a great display with the bats in match number 2. And we're just going to have to relook at our trainings and that now. We've just been outplayed. Playing Sri Lanka now. This is a big game for me. Trying to get Naeem desperately into form. Haraldoi's not playing. We'll get Mahbub on the batting practice. Just got to rotate this round. Physio on Muhammad Naeem as well. Maybe if he's a bit more fresh and able, he might be able to do us a job. So yeah, the World Cup sort of, we're battling at the moment. We'll just look at the groups at the moment. Afghanistan are right in that contest for a place. I think India and Australia are favourites to go through there. Group's really well open in this one. Right. So Shakib will be out of the team. Bring Hussein in. Look, the bowlers have been in reasonably good touch this season. So we'll keep that lineup. It's a pretty interesting lineup. Top 4 is heavily relied on here to get some sort of start for us. So we'll bat on the surface. It's a good surface to bat on. 160 plus is needed. Lovely shot from Iqbal. 4 runs. Hasranga. Muhammad Naeem, great World Cup last time round. Very quiet this one. Like just the one score in the pretty much the first stages of the World Cup. Das. It's in. Iqbal departs. 4 runs, 20 for 1. It's a pretty dicey run, Das, but you've got away with it. Only going at 4.2 and over. It's just not fast enough. Someone's got to take a chance. Naeem is gone for 9. And the slump continues. Just no momentum in the innings. We're in the 7th over here. I think it's the 8th over and just no runs on the board really. 130, 140 may give us a shot against Sri Lanka. I'm just hoping towards next season we start to get some specialists in. Hoping like Shakib and Mamadullah and that retire so we're forced to play other players. I was tempted to take in this campaign Sonny to the World Cup. To give him some experience. He's an all-rounder that is going to probably take a few years to probably get adjusted to this level. Lovely cricket shot. It's 4 runs. 58 for 2 after 11. Slowly creeping that rate up towards 6 and over. It's another good over. Productive over. Mahbub. Just a shame Mahbub couldn't play on those qualifiers. It could have really meant he opened the batting and had Iqbal at 4. May do that in the last couple games. Just give him that opportunity. Got to lift the scoring. 73 for 2. Wilton Das sort of creeping towards that really good score. One for 2. Another well-controlled shot for a single. Starting to pick up the rates slowly but surely. Surely have it close to 6 and over now. We do. We've just got it over 6 and over now. We've got to probably get 60 off the last 6. Post something sort of substantial that can give us a chance of winning this 20 over international at the World Cup. Mahbub's gone for 25 of 28. It was a reasonably good role he played to sort of rebuild the innings. Sort of just getting the runs to dry up. Das is out for 49. All that hard work starting to unravel again for Bangladesh. It's a lovely sweep. 4 runs. 4 overs remaining. 40. Can we get 40 on the board, guys? Safodin. He just cannot get us runs. He's an all-rounder. He's just letting us down with very poor performances with the bat. That's hence why he's probably not picked too often. And a big over, 4 wickets in the over, and we're 105 for 8. We're looking okay to post 140. Now we're not even going to bat our overs out. Very, very disappointing display from the middle to lower order. It's just that frail. Get a few away. Get 120. Can we sneak 120? Got 117 all out. So apart from Das and Mahbub, no one else got over 10. It's just not good enough. New Zealand playing Ireland. Ireland got a chance of stealing that match. So we need some early wickets. Sman will get Mendes. Myra will get Fernando. Going to keep the field up. We just need to try and take wickets. No point defending. Most 20 over international wickets for Bangladesh. Rahman has got that milestone. But the defeat is pretty disappointing. A 7-wicket win for Sri Lanka, and Ireland did win that match. So Ireland are 2 for 2 in this campaign. Afghanistan knocked over the United Arab Emirates. Ireland beat Pakistan as well. Ireland, a good chance of maybe making it. We've got England in the next match. I'm not expecting too much against the English. We'll bring in that there. Safodin, how's his form in the bowling? He's been bowling alright, so we'll put him in for Huck, I think. Has Huck been out of form a wee bit? Yeah, he has. Okay, Safodin can come back. Can bat at 8. Just checking everyone. Just the bowling has sort of drifted off a wee bit. We'll bring in Order as well, possibly. No, we'll stick with that team. England have got a decent lineup. Butler, Root, Pope, Stokes. Some real good firepower in that order. And they've elected to bat first on a perfect surface. So immediately I'm going to play a defensive game. And just hopefully try and force these mistakes. These two just drop the length back a wee bit. Make them work for that start. 44 without loss after 6. Bring Rahman in. For 5. We're just trying to keep them in check at the moment. Be good if we could cause an upset. I'd love Ireland to get through to the semi-finals. the length back, guys. Just 2 overs for 14, 2 overs for 18. We'll bring in Hussain just for a couple of overs, just to see if we can sort of keep them in check as long as possible. I might want to put... yep, use the test 1 field. Happy with that field. Change Josh Butler's field, just try and keep them in check. They're really starting to pick up the scoring rate. And a wicket, we've got Butler for 51. Safutton's bowled 3 overs, number 38 now. Gonna bowl a big decision here. He didn't bowl too good in the last game, but if he can get through maybe 1 over here, that's all he needs to do. Got 1 over for 7, 3 overs for 26. That's the spin out. We'll bring in Rahman. Just trying to get men on that boundary, especially down the ground. It's really important. 3 overs for 26 for Rahman as well. We've got Meyer coming into the attack to bowl his last over. Rahman out as well. Banton, it's played pretty tidily actually, just been the glue of the innings. We've got another wicket, out for 83 off 50. 4 overs, 1 for 40 for Rahman. We'll bring, no, we're not going to, yeah, we'll have to bring in Safutton. Can we keep them under 180? Got Ollie Pope out, well bowled Safutton. Got the wicket of Ben Stokes too. Good. It's a good over so far. And he got carted a little bit in those last ones, but sort of an outside chance of winning this match. We bowled reasonably okay there. 186 for 5 against a really quality England unit. New Zealand playing Sri Lanka. New Zealand out for 113. Sri Lanka will be happy with that. Can we see Mohammad Naeem play a special knock? He's, like I said, he's had a very quiet campaign. He's not in the best of form at the moment. We really need him to be in some sort of form if we are going to be tackling other series. He needs to be at his absolute best. He's gone for 6. Can we get 1 win at this campaign? Put a cat amongst the pigeons for other teams. Bowles gone. Lilton Das. I think Lilton Das will open up the batting next game. Boundary. Naeem getting himself in. Scored most of the runs. In fact, he scored 31 of them. It's a big 6. Okay, this is not a bad start for the Bangladesh side. Boundary. Naeem gets it down the ground. 4 more. 36 off 13 he is. Edge down there. At least we've got singles off this over. That's the main thing. And we've got a boundary off it. So 59 for 1. Sort of really in this contest. Gets the flick away for 4 runs. Some good cricket being played here. Like, there's a partnership starting to form. Needs to go pretty deep, though, into this game. Maybe the seamers are really suiting our batting. 80 for 1 after 8. It's reasonably quiet over. Just got to forget about 2 quiet overs and just... Oh... Cole's got the wicket of Das. He's out for 36 off 30. Brings Mahbub to the crease. High Smith now to Naeem. He's been kept off strike and he's put up a half century. It's first of this main stage. He needs to bat right through Mohammad Naeem. He knows it too. He really need some big overs. Down the ground again. 4 runs. 100 up. That's a good shot. This skips down the pitch, flicks it through that region for 4. 110 for 2. It's a big over. Jofra Archer's been taken to a bit. It's a dodgy single. I don't like you taking those singles, Mahbub. Especially with a key man at the crease. 111 for 2 after 12. No ball as well. That's a pretty big mistake, but they've recovered there. Highsmith. It's gone for a boundary. 122 for 2 now. Mahbub's disappeared. Highsmith, well bowled. Naeem is still the key this innings. That's a big 6. Just needed that to sort of ease the run rate pressure a wee bit. 54 needed off 6. That's really gettable. If Naeem can just bat. 50 off 5 now. It's getting pretty steep for Bangladesh. We can't give up. We're still in this game. 43 off 24 now. It's a good shot to start the over. Just need a 20 run over from somewhere. That's a good start to the over. 10 off 2. Giving this a fair chase. Oh, this is brilliant batting from Yazir Ali. 16 of 3 deliveries. And that's just icing on the cake. That's a 21 run over. And it's 22 off 18 required now. Ali playing a gem of a knock. England under pressure. And that is just over the rope again. Bangladesh. This is fantastic. Another massive over where 16 has come off the over. It's really turned the game. It's going to get that away for 4. And Bangladesh, I'd say, have won this match. Ali, 39 of 22. A match-winning knock, to say the least. And we've done it. We have knocked England over here. That's a good scalp to take at the World Cup. Mohammad Naeem, a pivotal 94 of 46. Brilliant knock. Good to see him back his absolute best. Put up his third T20, 50 of the campaign. And Sri Lanka won that by 9 wickets. So, going into this last round of games, we've got to play New Zealand, I think we have to play. And they are last at the moment. Afghanistan beats South Africa. Afghanistan are probably right up there as well. They are pretty much in the contest. Some interesting games to play out in this final round. I'm just saying, okay, we've got some players there. That's probably our best team. We'll just play that team. Williamson, Phillips, Foxcroft, Nichols, Chapman, Rafferty, Sheet, Santner, Jamieson, Sears, and Garrett are their attack. We can put into bat first. New Zealand have had a pretty dismal campaign. Hopefully we can pile further misery on them. Bale gets that away for 4. 6 from McBale. Good start to the game. Around the blocks really quickly. Rightio. Oh, that's a Corden bowled. Out for 10. So his sort of quiet campaign comes to an end, Mohammad Naeem, because he got that 94 in that chase against England, which is a pretty special knock. It's good batting from Tama McBale. I was going to open Lilton Das, but Lilton Das is sort of doing a job at 3. So we'll keep him there. Batting from Tama McBale, getting it away. 53 for 1, 30 off 18. 53 after 6 overs is a reasonable start. 4 again. And that's a big over. That's 14 off it. Iqbal gone for 31. Brings Mahbub to the crease, who has been struggling of late himself. Brings Ali to the crease. He doesn't survive that long. Jamieson. He's been a good find for New Zealand, Jamieson. Just seen him in some recent series at the start of the year. Good tall lad. Really made an impression. He's probably broken his way into New Zealand's main teams. Santner, sort of limited over specialist these days. He's played a lot of Test cricket. He just doesn't seem to take regular wickets. So hence why he's been dropped for the Ajaz Patel and Will Somerville. He's gone really behind the pecking order. Sodhi's even in front of him now. Say in Test cricket scene. But yeah, Bangladesh 110 for 3. Just going to continue on here. Santner's going to bowl it pretty tight. Milton Dust still at the crease. Lovely shots. Need a boundary. Just need a boundary to finish this over off. I think he's got the edge instead. No, he's survived that Yazir Ali. 5 overs remaining. Good start there. We've got to really target one of these New Zealand bowlers. Got to play without fear. That's a terrible start from Jamieson. A full toss. In consecutive sixes. He's gone. Toss 55 or 34 is a good knock. But he has not kicked on. And just lost their way a little bit again. It's been a theme of our campaign. Look good at times and then sort of some loose batting has sort of let us down a bit. 150 plus, lads. Safudin. So Safudin only averages 9.95. That's really disappointing for an all-rounder of his talent and ability. It's out for 6. 2 overs remain. We're just going to get to 150. Give ourselves a chance. It's a good shot off Mitchell Santner. But we could have scored a lot more than this. You know, and that's where I think we're just missing that out-and-out quality in that middle order. Like the Shakib at his peak would have been so good in this area now. At least we've got 152 for 8. Das, it's had a pretty good campaign, actually. Yeah, average of 41.18 in that format. So England, Pakistan, 204 for 8 Pakistan. That's a pretty good chase for England. Got to get the wicket of Kane Williamson here. Can we strike and get that wicket? We've got the wicket of Glenn Phillips. And we'll peg that line back now just for both these bowlers coming in. Put the field out now. Push everything back and just try and contain as much as possible. Like New Zealand probably are going to pick up a win in this campaign against us unless we can get some strikes. We'll go Mozadiq Hussain. He's the one that's been taking the odd wicket here and there. He's had a pretty good bowling tournament. He's gone for 14 off his over. 2 overs done for 36. That's pretty much put New Zealand coasting towards their first win of the campaign. Disappointing campaign for New Zealand, though. Bangladesh will be a wee bit disappointed in their one as well, but pretty good run chase. Pretty composed run chase. Williamson done a good job. He gets the team home. 9-wicket win to end the campaign. Pakistan win that match. Ireland has still got to play Sri Lanka. That'll be deciding who goes through. Sri Lanka beat Ireland. Pakistan beat India in the final. Sri Lanka have won the World Cup. So good on them. So their next tour, guys, is against Pakistan. Don't know what series we'll play in that, but we'll be back with that episode. Smash the like button. A positive was we beat England at that World Cup. And we got through to the next stage. yeah, I'm just going to continue to improve and keep it going.